Do you know the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian? It's more than just a difference in diet. Welcome to a fascinating exploration into the world of dietary choices and lifestyles. Today, we're delving into the realms of veganism and vegetarianism, two terms often used interchangeably but hold distinct definitions and implications. Let's kick things off by defining these terms. Vegetarianism is a dietary choice that excludes meat, poultry, and seafood. It's a lifestyle that's been adopted by millions around the globe for centuries, driven by various motivations, be it health, religion, or ethical considerations. Vegetarians, however, do consume dairy products and eggs, foods that come from animals but do not result in their death. Veganism, on the other hand, is a step further. Vegans don't consume any animal products or byproducts. That means no meat, no dairy, no eggs, not even honey. But it's not just about diet. Veganism extends beyond the plate and into the wardrobe and lifestyle, rejecting any form of animal exploitation, be it for food, clothing, or any other purpose. But why does any of this matter? Well, the choices we make about what we put on our plates can have profound impacts. They affect our health, the environment, and the lives of animals. Understanding these dietary choices, their motivations, and their implications can help us make informed decisions about our own dietary habits. In the upcoming sections, we'll delve into the origins and history of these lifestyles, explore their nutritional differences, and shed light on their environmental impacts. We'll also discuss the ethical considerations that drive many to adopt these lifestyles and look at the health risks and benefits associated with them. Finally, we'll examine the practicality of adopting a vegan or vegetarian lifestyle in today's world. So buckle up for a journey of discovery as we navigate the complex and intriguing world of veganism and vegetarianism. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the intriguing world of veganism and vegetarianism. Did you know that vegetarianism dates back to ancient times while veganism is a relatively modern concept? Let's take a stroll down memory lane. The roots of vegetarianism are traced back to ancient civilizations around the 7th century BCE, particularly in India and Greece. In India, the concept of ahimsa, or non-violence towards all living creatures, inspired many to adopt a diet free from animal flesh. Meanwhile, in Greece, philosophers like Pythagoras touted the benefits of a plant-based diet, advocating for kinder treatment of animals. Fast forward to the 19th century, when vegetarianism began to gain traction in Western society. A group of English reformers founded the Vegetarian Society in 1847, marking a significant milestone in the history of vegetarianism. Their motivation was a mix of health concerns, ethical reasons, and religious beliefs. Now let's switch gears and talk about veganism. The term vegan wasn't coined until 1944 by a man named Donald Watson. Watson, a member of the Vegetarian Society, felt that dairy and eggs were just as harmful to animals as meat. Thus, he and a group of like-minded individuals formed the Vegan Society, promoting a diet free from all animal products. Watson's idea was considered radical at the time, but it resonated with many. The vegan movement has grown exponentially since then, with more and more people choosing to eliminate all animal products from their diets for reasons ranging from health benefits to environmental concerns. It's interesting to note that while the motivations for these diets have evolved over time, the core principles remain the same. Both diets are rooted in a desire for better health, ethical treatment of animals, and a more sustainable world. But remember, vegetarianism and veganism aren't just about food choices. They're lifestyle choices that encompass a person's entire philosophy on life. So while vegetarianism has a long history, veganism is a newer trend that's rapidly gaining popularity. No matter where you stand on the spectrum, it's undeniable that both diets have made a significant impact on our society and the way we view food. What does your body gain or lose by choosing one diet over the other? Let's investigate. Sailing into the sea of nutrition, vegetarians and vegans share a common boat in many ways. Both diets can provide a wealth of fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds. These foods are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and a myriad of essential nutrients. You may even find your plate more colorful and appetizing. However, there are differences that we can't overlook. Vegetarians, who still include dairy and eggs in their diet, naturally receive a good dose of protein, vitamin B12, and calcium. These nutrients are crucial for maintaining strong bones, healthy blood cells, and a robust immune system. On the other hand, vegans need to be a bit more strategic. Since all animal products are off the table, they must source these nutrients elsewhere. Protein can be found in legumes, grains, and soy products. For vitamin B12, fortified foods or supplements are usually the go-to. As for calcium, it can be found in fortified plant milks, tofu, and certain leafy greens. Yet, it's not all smooth sailing for vegetarians either. Compared to vegans, they might consume more saturated fats and cholesterol from dairy and eggs. This could potentially lead to higher risks of heart disease and other health issues. Of course, it's not just about what you eat, but how you eat. Both diets require careful meal planning to ensure a balanced intake of all nutrients. Vegans might need to put in a little extra effort, but with the right knowledge and tools, it's entirely manageable. Whether you're leaning towards a vegetarian or vegan diet, remember this: each diet has its unique set of nutritional benefits and challenges. It's crucial to understand these differences and adapt your diet to your body's needs, perhaps with the help of a registered dietitian. It's clear that both diets have their merits and challenges when it comes to nutrition. Ever thought about the environmental footprint of your diet? It's worth considering. Let's dive into the environmental impacts of both the vegan and vegetarian diets. We'll look at two main areas: resource use and greenhouse gas emissions. First up, resource use. The food we eat requires resources like water, land, and energy to produce. Some foods demand more of these resources than others. In general, plant-based foods require fewer resources than animal-based ones. So, diets that prioritize plant-based foods, like the vegan and vegetarian diets, typically use fewer resources. For instance, think about a field of soybeans versus a herd of cattle. The soybeans can be directly harvested and consumed by humans, but the cattle require the soybeans and other crops for feed before they can be consumed. This means that more resources are used in producing the meat than the soybeans. Now let's delve into greenhouse gas emissions. Livestock farming contributes a significant portion of global greenhouse gas emissions. Cows, for example, produce methane, a potent greenhouse gas, as part of their digestive process. By reducing or eliminating the consumption of animal products, vegans and vegetarians can help lower these emissions. Take dairy products as an example. A vegan who avoids dairy is not contributing to the demand for milk, and therefore not supporting the methane emissions from dairy cows. On the other hand, a vegetarian who consumes dairy is part of the demand for milk and indirectly contributes to those emissions. But remember, not all plant-based foods are created equal in terms of their environmental impact. For instance, certain types of fruits and vegetables can have a high water footprint, especially when they're grown in water-scarce regions and transported long distances. So, while both the vegan and vegetarian diets can be more environmentally friendly than diets high in meat and other animal products, the specific foods chosen within these diets can also make a difference. So, your diet choice can have a significant impact on our planet. For some, the choice between veganism and vegetarianism is more than just a health or environmental decision. It's a matter of ethics, a reflection of the moral compass that guides us through life. When we dig deeper into the ethical considerations that often influence the choice of diet, two aspects take center stage: animal welfare and exploitation. Let's explore these a bit more. Animal welfare is a significant concern for many vegans and vegetarians. It's not just about the final moments of an animal's life, but its entire existence. Questions arise, such as, how was the animal treated? Did it live a life free from pain and suffering? These are not trivial questions for those who choose to abstain from meat. In fact, they're central to the decision-making process. Vegans extend this consideration to all animal products, including dairy and eggs. They argue that these industries also contribute to the suffering of animals. For instance, the dairy industry often involves the separation of calves from their mothers, causing distress to both. Similarly, the egg industry often involves the culling of male chicks, as they're not profitable. Exploitation of animals is another ethical aspect that influences dietary choices. The use of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose is seen by many as an unjustifiable exploitation of sentient beings who can't defend their rights. This belief often leads people to adopt a vegan lifestyle, as it refrains from all forms of animal exploitation. However, it's important to note the diversity within these dietary groups. Not all vegans or vegetarians share the same ethical views. Some may focus more on health or environmental reasons, while others are driven primarily by ethics. In the end, the decision to follow a vegan or vegetarian diet is deeply personal and influenced by a myriad of factors. Ethics, health, environment, and personal preference all play a part in this decision. It's a complex web of considerations that's unique to each person. Ethics play a major role in determining one's dietary choices. Whether it's concern for animal welfare or opposition to exploitation, these ethical considerations are often the heart of the matter when choosing between a vegan and vegetarian lifestyle. We've talked about nutrition, but what about the overall health impacts of these diets? Let's dive into the health risks and benefits associated with each diet, referencing various studies and health experts. Vegetarian diets, which exclude meat but often include dairy and eggs, are associated with a number of health benefits. According to the American Heart Association, vegetarians tend to have lower cholesterol levels and blood pressure, reducing the risk of heart disease. There's also evidence to suggest that a vegetarian diet can help control weight and may decrease the likelihood of developing certain cancers. However, vegetarian diets also come with potential health risks. They can lead to deficiencies in essential nutrients, such as iron, vitamin B12, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are predominantly found in animal products. This can result in fatigue, weak immunity, and even cognitive impairments if not addressed properly. Now, let's shift gears and look at vegan diets, which exclude all animal products. Vegans often enjoy similar benefits to vegetarians, such as lower cholesterol levels and a decreased risk of heart disease. In fact, a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that vegans might have an even lower risk of heart disease than vegetarians. However, vegan diets also share some of the same risks as vegetarian diets, including deficiencies in iron, vitamin B12, and omega-3 fatty acids. Vegans may also be at risk for calcium and iodine deficiencies, as these nutrients are often found in dairy products. Fortunately, these risks can be mitigated with careful planning and the occasional use of dietary supplements. It's always important to consult with a healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your diet to ensure you're meeting all of your nutritional needs. In conclusion, both vegetarian and vegan diets have their benefits and potential risks. They can both contribute to heart health, weight control, and potentially reduce the risk of certain cancers. However, they can also lead to nutrient deficiencies if not properly managed. Both diets can contribute to a healthy lifestyle, but it's essential to make informed choices. Living a vegan or vegetarian lifestyle goes beyond just food. When you step into the world of veganism or vegetarianism, it's not just about what lands on your plate. It's a lifestyle that encompasses a broad spectrum of choices and decisions. It's about the clothes you wear, the products you use, and even the social implications that come with your choices. Let's consider clothing. Leather jackets, suede boots, silk dresses, they're all off the table for a vegan. Why, you ask? Well, these materials are derived from animals and hence conflict with the vegan ethos of causing no harm to animals. Vegans often opt for cruelty-free alternatives, such as faux leather or plant-based textiles. Vegetarians, on the other hand, might not be as stringent, as their primary concern is typically the consumption of animal flesh. Beyond clothing, the lifestyle choices extend to personal care products too. Many cosmetics and toiletries are tested on animals or contain animal-derived ingredients. Vegans make a conscious effort to choose cruelty-free and vegan products, while vegetarians might focus less on this aspect. Now onto the social implications. Dining out can be a bit tricky, especially when restaurants don't offer vegan or vegetarian options. But hey, it's 2024, and most eateries are catching up with the trend. There are dedicated vegan and vegetarian restaurants popping up in cities worldwide, and mainstream restaurants are expanding their menus to cater to these lifestyle choices. Let's not forget about social gatherings. While it might be a challenge to navigate a barbecue party as a vegan or vegetarian, it's also an opportunity to introduce your friends to delicious plant-based alternatives. In conclusion, being vegan or vegetarian is about more than just food. It's about making choices that align with your values and beliefs. It's about making a statement, standing up for a cause, and influencing change. Adopting a vegan or vegetarian lifestyle can influence many aspects of your life. It's not always the easiest path, but for many, the rewards, be they personal, ethical, or environmental, make it all worth it. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's recap. We began our journey by exploring the origins and history of veganism and vegetarianism. We learned that these dietary choices are not just recent trends, but have roots that date back to ancient times, each with its own unique cultural and philosophical underpinnings. Next, we delved into the nutritional differences between the two diets. We discovered that while both vegans and vegetarians abstain from eating meat, vegans take it a step further by eliminating all animal products from their diet. This includes dairy, eggs, and even honey. We discussed how this can lead to different nutritional profiles, with vegans needing to pay particular attention to certain nutrients like vitamin B12 and omega-3 fatty acids. Then, we took a look at the environmental impact of these diets. We found that both veganism and vegetarianism can help reduce our carbon footprint, but veganism may have a slight edge due to its avoidance of all animal products. From there, we moved on to the ethical considerations. We learned that both vegans and vegetarians are driven by a desire to reduce animal suffering, but vegans extend this compassion to all areas of their lives, not just their plates. We then analyzed the health risks and benefits associated with these diets. We highlighted that both diets, when well planned, can contribute to overall health and longevity. However, we also flagged that certain nutrients need to be monitored to avoid deficiencies. Finally, we touched on the practicality of these lifestyles. We noted that while both diets require some adjustments, the level of commitment can vary based on personal choices and circumstances. In essence, veganism and vegetarianism share a common goal of promoting a more compassionate and sustainable world. However, they differ in their degree of commitment and their approach towards achieving this goal. Whether you choose to be a vegan or a vegetarian, it's a personal decision that can have significant impacts on your health, the environment, and society. Thank you for watching. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.